Hi everybody, Mark Lawrence once again for the college football videos here at Playbook.com with my top tips and observations on this week's college football card. And what I've learned thus far this season, coaching changes galore in the world of college football. 31 new head coaches, 15 of whom are brand new first-time head coaches. The worst of all roles for game 2 of new coaches happens to be when their team's off a loss and their opponents off a straight-up and point spread win. Just 7 and 22 to the spread in this role. This week we'll play against coaches from Florida International, New Mexico State, and Syracuse. But I've also learned on the football card this year, our Bowler Blues kick in this week. These are teams that were in bowl games last year that lost in game 1. They seem to suffer bowl blues in game 2 as well. The worst of all roles is for the Georgia Bulldogs this week, who lost a tough game last week in their opening game of the football season at Clemson. To find out exactly the worst role Georgia's in, download your copy now of the Playbook Football Newsletter online at Playbook.com. Moving on to my top tips and observations on the football card this weekend, Saturday in college football. Our inside-out stat game of the week happens to be on Southern Mississippi when they take on Nebraska. Southern Miss still looking for that first victory of the season. Likely won't get it here, but they'll at least, I think, keep this game close. Last week they lost to Texas State, but out-yarded them by over nearly 200 yards in the game, whereas Nebraska outlasted Wyoming, allowed over 600 yards, and was outgained by over 70 yards. That's a double inside-out stat play to Southern Mississippi, plus the points against Nebraska. And if you haven't taken advantage yet, you can do so now of my Red Hot Late Phone Football service for a $99 Weekend of Winners offer. You get every college and NFL release I make this week, including our NFL opening week play of the year for just $99 complete. And remember, we were 3-0 in college football last weekend and 6-1 this year in the NFL preseason. To take advantage, call me toll-free now at 1-800-321-7777, or you can log on now for the $99 football Weekend of Winners at Playbook.com. Wrapping up with my value play of the week in college football this week, it has to be the Ohio University Bobcats, who were walloped at Louisville in a 42-point loss last week. They returned home to host this week North Texas, who romped in a 34-point win over Idaho. The combination of those two results bring big value to the Ohio University Bobcats for our value play of the week. For the college football videos, this is Mark Lawrence reminding you once again to always remember to bet with your head, not over it, and good luck as always.